Greetings, queens and kings. If you stopping by, welcome back to my channel. This is your sis Kathy Yvette coming to you on this marvelous Monday. How we doing? You notice my work from home day, so I'm not in the office. So I said, me and my peeps gonna get in here and talk about some of these skits that have dropped recently. Now we're gonna get in here, but before we start, please hit like, share, subscribe, share. Welcome all new subscribers. Thank you for joining me in my little humble abode. I hope you enjoy this channel. There's no judgment here. Everyone has an opinion because many of us experience different things in life, and based on the storylines of some of these skits, you may be able to relate, or you may be able to give a perspective that some of us, never realized before. So we're gonna get in here and share because everyone's not wrong. Everyone may not be right, but we all have an opinion on how we feel, right? So let's get in here with this skit on how Anthony told Amber, because last we knew he had a talk with Wayne, right? So now he tells Amber what Wayne said about that DNA test. So let's hop in here.
Hey, you.
You finally made it home, huh?
See, got out the tub. Dang, girl, your skin's still hot.
Just trying to be fresh and clean for you.
You definitely are that.
You know I like my bath time.
Amber, like he got a little attitude.
It was good. It was
Okay.
good. You
Yeah.
know, just really getting back into the business of these properties.
Uh-huh.
You're not leaving all the responsibility to the road. You know, she got a lot going on. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything else?
Stop by Wayne's, talk to him.
Really? About what?
I wanted to pick his brain on the whole Shayla DNA test.
And what did Almighty Wayne have to say?
He thinks that I should just have Shayla put me on child support. So if she puts me on child support, then they'll have to do a DNA test. So I don't know.
Right. I forgot about that. Well, that Wayne is a genius. I mean, that was actually the right person to ask, seeing that he has all those babies. But that's so that's so perfect. I mean, he's a genius, right?
So you think this is a good idea?
Don't say that too many times. You
Absolutely.
know, Anthony, how he feel about you and
That way
Wayne.
it's not like we're sneaking around and, we just put it back on her. But you have to be careful though, because how much child support do you think she would be getting?
I I don't know. I've never done this before. I've
I
never
know,
had to pay child
Anthony,
support.
and you don't want her taking all your money.
Amber, she's not gonna take all my money.
I'm just saying we're gonna.
Well, he's not gonna take it all. Normally, child support is based on both parents' income. Now, old girl don't work, and that's a bad thing because Anthony is taking care of her like a wife. Amber said this before. I don't know why she brought it up again, because he should not be treating Shayla like a wife. Like he has to take care of her, and Kai too. And he gives her a bit too much. Now you don't move money around for the sake of Amber not finding out, or taking you for all you got. But this is child support. This is not alimony and child support. It's about what's reasonable to take care of that child. And with him moving money, she gonna get a nice chunk, and whatever she get, all of that paying for her bills, Anthony has to stop that because he's not obligated to pay her rent. He's not obligated to pay her car notes and all of that. He's obligated to that child. So whatever they give him for that child, I'm sure it'll be enough to take care of everything else. Plus, she getting her little 10K from Wayne, so she all right.
know what she gonna try to take.
It's child support. I
Right.
don't think she's gonna try to take all my money.
You know what? It don't matter anyway, because once we find out that the baby is not yours, she's not gonna get child support anyway. Boy, that Wayne.
First of all, I think she's a little premature in making that statement, and she seemed a little too happy about it because now she got all this glee in her face, and Anthony's gonna start looking at her crazy because still keep in mind that's this man's son that he's gotten attached to for over a year. Not to mention when Shayla was carrying him, they were together. So as wrong as that may be, he still sees that as his child. So don't be insensitive, Amber. Even though a lot of us don't care because the two losses of two children for her, and what he's put her through. But then at the same time, um, you don't want to seem too happy, and because it may come out that that child is his, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Then she's gonna be upset. So don't get so excited, Amber, prematurely, as if that's not his child because you want it that way. But then you got to think about Anthony's feelings, and finding out that that's not his child. That's gonna hurt him too, and then that's gonna bother you how he takes it because regardless, he may be upset with Shayla. If Angelina changed that test without Shayla's knowing, then that's not Shayla's fault because she would have thought based on the results of the test that he's the father. So now both of them are going to be crushed and it's going to mess up her relationship with her mom as well. So that's a lot to really look into. And you don't want, not to say that that situation, if it happens, going to bring him any closer to Shayla, is not going to be a need for a connection. But if he still decides to go over there or take part in Kai's life, regardless, because that's the only father he may know, you're going to really feel some kind of way. And that may wedge another gap between you and Amber. So proceed with caution on how excited you acted about this whole DNA test.
Dang, that's a great idea.
So look at his
Because you know,
face.
baby, we can't let anything come between the Daltons,
Nope.
right?
All right.
Right.
Nothing's gonna come between the dogs.
Yeah. So you let her file that child support, get that DNA test,
Mhm.
and then we worry about the rest later.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, amen.
That fake smile.
Amen.
Watch when she walk away.
All right, don't be too long, because I didn't soak all that time for nothing.
I got you.
See? About that situation with the fact that Kai could possibly not be his. That's a painful situation, but at the same time, Anthony, you reap what you sow because you caused Amber to, lose out on a child as supposedly both of your sons, and that was David. And because of the stress you put her through and not really wanting her like that, y'all was going through a whole lot of stress when you was cheating with Shayla and she was pregnant and lost her baby while Shayla continued with her pregnancy and had hers. That was a lot. God don't like ugly. So you need to look, if that child is not yours, you need to look at the losses you caused for Amber and see the karma that's coming your way because of what you did. Then you got it attached, and then he coming over now on a regular spend the night. That's gonna serve you right. Put in the comments what you thought about that. How you think this going to go down? Now he gotta go back and tell Shayla about child support. Okay, we shall see. All right, fam. It's on to the next. Peace.